Good. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Janelle here from Nelly Belly. Today I am going to make 3-ingredient pumpkin pie pecan bites. These are on my site, although my site's going through some organization changes, so it's a little hard to find things right now, but it'll be good. But I will have the link up here real soon. But stay with me because you can see how these are made. They're really easy. So I'm only going to use a purchased pie crust. I'm actually going to use pumpkin pie mix. I got this from Aldi this morning. I would recommend you go get the Libby's brand, a different brand. I'm sure this is fine. I've never tried this one, but the Libby's brand I know is a good brand. Otherwise, make your own. I usually make my own. And on the recipe for the pumpkin pie bites, I believe there is actually a recipe for making the pumpkin filling. It's really easy to do. And then we have, good morning, Diana, pecan halves. The funny thing about this is this recipe, you can make a whole pile full of these and it's only going to be about 10 bucks. These suckers are the most expensive part of the whole thing. Really expensive. But hang on. I gotta put my hair up because I don't want to get in trouble for having my hair down. So I'm going to pop my hair up. Look what I got. One of those old-fashioned banana clips. Remember those from like the 80s and 90s? I'm going to wash my hands real quick. How are you guys doing this morning? Hey, can you see? Oh, you can't see. Hang on, let me show you. Let me show you guys what we accomplished this weekend. If you've been around, you know we've been working on this whole project over there. So hang on, let me show you. Look! You can't see behind the island, but we have cubbies built. It runs all the way underneath here to about right there. There's a whole bench right there. So really excited about that. So what we have is pie crust. This is just a purchased pie crust. You want to take this out a little bit ahead of time so it has a little bit of time to come to room temperature so you can work with it a little bit easier. I'm actually going to take it out of the package and let it thaw just a bit because I just got back from the store and so it's still a little bit too cold. Let me grab some parchment paper. So I actually, right after this, I have to run over to, sorry, it's such a loud noise for you guys. I have to run over to pick out the ingredients. This Friday night, I am a judge for a big fundraiser thing where it's a Chopped championship where there's 3 chefs that come in from the area and they participate in a Chopped championship and I'm one of the judges, but I also have to go pick out the ingredients that go in their baskets. So I'm doing that right after I'm done with you guys, gonna go pick out the ingredients and I'm kind of excited about that. Diana, OMG, you're cooking at home for you and your family. Yes, I know, the hair. Projects look awesome. Yeah, it's looking awesome. Next Thursday is our deadline and I'm gonna have it done. I have to have it done. It's gonna look amazing. Good morning, Jacinta. Sounds like a nice pie. It's really good, really easy. Prince, hi, Prince. Family rain on and off here in Brooklyn. Oh, I'm sorry. It's pretty good here, although we are down to freezing every single night here in Minnesota. All right, I'm gonna try to, I got some people who say I need to talk less and cook more. So I'm gonna try. Not so good at it. Good morning, Judith from San Diego. Oh my goodness, yeah, the fire. I'm sorry about that. That is scary. My daughter is going to San Diego with her boyfriend for Thanksgiving next month. She loves San Diego. I have yet to be there, so I want to get out there sometime. Okay, pie crust. All right, what you're going to do is you're going to use a mini muffin pan. If you do not have a mini muffin pan, what you could do is you could use like those aluminum foil cupcake, you know, the mini cupcake liners and kind of use that to help you shape your pie crust. What you want to do is you want to get your pie crust shaped. And I'm using a biscuit cutter. Any old thing you have would work just fine, but you want to cut these into circles, okay? So I'm going to go through and I'm going to just flip it around. Nah, we'll go with the pretty side. Look, you guys, I can't decide which side I'm going to use. We're going with the pretty side. All right, so you're just going to cut these into circles. As many as you can get out of it. Oh, I think somebody made a pizza in my oven. Oh, hot dang. Good morning. I didn't catch everybody. LJ from Pennsylvania. Chanel, I hope I said that right. That's pretty close to Janelle, which is my actual name. From Pearl River, Louisiana. Good morning, Jennifer. Jennifer, nice to meet you. Memphis, Tennessee, another place I need to get to. I have yet to go. So we're just going to make these little pecan pumpkin pie bites. They're really easy. You only need pie crust, pecan halves, and pumpkin pie filling, and that's all you need. The other thing you need is you really do want to have a mini muffin pan. That's what helps them be mini without a lot of effort. If you don't have one, you could kind of sneak by with some mini cupcake liners. I don't know what, you know, you could get creative and think of something else. I just don't know what that would be right now. Oh my gosh, you guys, somebody made a pizza in my oven last night and it dripped all over the place. And they did not clean it. So hopefully my fire alarm does not go off. Oh my gosh. That'd be really embarrassing with you guys if my fire alarm went off. But hey, stuff happens. Life happens to everybody, you guys. Alright, so I'm cutting these things out. I'm going to set them aside real quick. And then I'm going to just grab all this. I'm going to throw it back together real quick. And I'm going to just use it one more time here real quick. Because it's still pretty cold. It's not going to be as great as the other ones, but I don't want to waste it. So I'm just going to press it out. Might have to open a window in this place because woof-da. Tell me if that fan is bothering you guys. That fan is probably going to save me from having the fire alarm go off, but let me know if it's bothering you and I'll open up a window. Lisa from Cumberland, Kentucky of Harlan County. Ooh, I don't know what that means, but it sounds important. Whoop, man. Can you guys see the smoke? It's bad. Jane, Rochester, New York. Good morning, Jane. Feels like summer, 70 degrees. Oh, to me. It is not anything close to 70 here. It's more like 37, maybe. But it is bright and beautiful. I will say that much. It's cold, but it is beautiful. So, that's good. Alright, so I got 2 more out of that. Call it good. Hang on right there. I'm going to open my screen because it is getting smoky. Alright, so you guys, first of all, I got this new shirt, Goodwill, because I'm trying to buy as many clothes as I can that are not, like, coming into the world, don't need to come into the world. I don't know how many of you guys go thrift shopping. I go thrift shopping. Although, my husband makes fun of me because I only buy things at the thrift store that are high-end names. I don't know, it's a weird thing. But, I'm liking this color. You guys let me know what you think, but I think I like this color on me. So, I think I'm going to have to go look for some more things this color. Okay, so, off topic. Mini muffin. So you're going to take your little doohickeys and you're just going to press it in, just like so. Just kind of press them down there just a little bit. I'll show you what this looks like in a sec. Hello, Claire from Ireland. What's the weather like in Ireland today? I imagine it to be similar to Minnesota. I mean, like, is Ireland fairly temperate? I know it gets cold there, but here in Minnesota, we easily get, I mean, we have snowstorms of 4 feet sometimes. We get a lot of snow here, and I know there's a lot of places in the world that get really cold, but they don't get the amount of snow that we get. So I was just curious as to how that is for you guys there. So these are really great for company for Thanksgiving because they are so small. They are perfect for like a potluck or a family kind of sharing table because you can make a bunch of them and nobody's going to grab 3. Well, no, if you have that uncle, I'd have that uncle that would grab 3. But don't be that uncle and you would be able to serve quite a few people with these. Alright, Lisa, looks good on you. Oh, thanks. LJ, looks good on you. You shop their stores too. I do too. This is what I did yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to grab my other pie crust and cut some more. So I will get about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 4 is 2 dozen. So I'll get about 3 dozen of these little guys out of one package of pie crust of all these ingredients. Off topic. So I went to TJ Maxx yesterday looking for a top for this thing on Friday night is a black tie kind of affair. And I was feeling a little insecure about my stuff, so I was like, I'm gonna go get something, right? It's just stupid. I've got cute stuff. But whatever. So I go to get stuff, I go to TJ Maxx, and there's a really, really cute top there, but it was like 40 bucks. And I was like, heck no, I am not spending 40 bucks for a single top. So I went to the thrift store and found this one for 8. Not even, I think it was 6. Dana, good morning from Virginia. How's your remodeling coming? It's going well. If you look right there, there's a bit, the cubbies are all built. Everything is just waiting on me for paint and then some trim. Paige, love your kitchen. Thank you. We have been working so hard on this kitchen. If you guys have been following along, you know we've been working hard. Brenda, your sister-in-law live in Bemidji and another in War Road. One of my uncles lives in Bemidji and another of my uncles lives in Hallock, Minnesota. So I wonder if they run the same circle. Lynn from Millinocket, Maine. I love the name of that. Millinocket. My sister lives in Portland, Maine. I don't know how close that is to you. Claire, it's really cold, but you don't get much snow. I'm sorry. I think that's one of the benefits of Minnesota is even though it's cold, we get, I mean, it's a rare occurrence for us to not have a white Christmas. Like, this is where you come for Christmas. It's like, and I live in Stillwater, Minnesota, and we do sleigh rides and Santa that walks around and carolers every weekend for the tourists. Like, you go downtown shopping and you're gonna run into Santa and you're gonna run into carolers. And when we hadn't even moved here yet. My husband and I had come down here for something, I don't remember what it was, in the middle of December. And we were in a store shopping and it was in December, and it was snowing just lightly outside, and they had these really charming poles, the light poles, and in come some carolers that were caroling, and they had hot cocoa, and I mean, it was charming as heck. And I think that's when I fell in love with this town. Cass Lake, Brenda lives on Cass Lake. Yes, I think my uncle lives on, I think they live on Gull Lake. Good morning, Karen from Ripley, West Virginia. How are you? I haven't been to West Virginia. I can't remember if I've been to West Virginia. All right, we'll call that good enough so we can move on with this whole task. All right, let me finish this up. Again, we got these guys going in. I'm gonna fill out this pan. I'm gonna make another pan after I'm done talking to you guys. I won't make you watch. So, you saw me take those 2 pie crusts out and use the round cutter to cut them into circles. Pop them into this mini muffin pan. So this is just the pie crusts going in right now. Alright, and I have these left over that when I am done talking to you guys, I'm going to make another batch after this one's done. I'm going to pop this in the fridge for later. Okay, now we're almost done. Pumpkin pie filling. Again, if you are someone who's really picky about your filling, make your own. Or buy the Libby kind. I think the Libby's the best. Or maybe because my grandma used Libby. She swore by it. I don't know that I've even tried another brand. I'm one of those big believers in old school brands. You know, if they've been around for 45 years, who am I to say they're not good? Suzanne from Texarkana, Texas. Noelia from Panama City, Florida. Welcome, you guys. I'm so glad to have you guys here. Okay, I need a spoon. I can never get those things out gracefully. Alright, so now pumpkin pie filling. This is already made pumpkin pie filling, okay guys? Not pumpkin. Now this one says to add eggs and evaporated milk so that you would get your like traditional pie. I'm not doing it with this. I'm just using the pumpkin puree straight, okay? But you could totally do whatever you want to do. So we're gonna pop this in like this. Just go down the row. Like so. Good morning, Catherine from Brandon, Florida. Lily from Brownville, Texas. Good morning. Wilson from Woodland, Washington. Wow, you guys are from all over the place today. Anybody from Minnesota so far? Nobody so far. We are making mini pumpkin pecan bites today, and I cut some pie crust into little circles, press it to the bottom of this mini muffin pan, and now I'm just adding some pumpkin pie mix. This is your pumpkin pie mix that you would add evaporated milk and egg to, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just popping it in straight. This is not the same thing as pumpkin puree, you guys. So if you are familiar with pumpkin pie at all, if you've ever made your own pumpkin pie, you know that there's a difference between regular pumpkin puree and pumpkin pie filling. And we're going with pumpkin pie filling, okay? Joanne from South Dakota. Good morning, Joanne. Good afternoon, Joanne. I'm wrong. Hello from your family here in Brainerd. Yumi. Good morning, Yumi. We were just discussing what lake Bill lives on. There's someone here who's got family from Cass Lake and from War Road, and we were talking about how we got someone in Bemidji on Gull Lake, I believe, but I'm not positive about that, so maybe you know the answer to that question. All right, so you guys, I have half a can left. Reminder: if you got two boxes of pie crust, you would easily get a whole bunch of these for the same amount. Okay, so we got it filled like this. Now we're gonna take. Ooh, it's got a zip pack. Fancy pants. Alexi, good morning from Arkansas. Rachel, taking too long. I'm sorry. Leech Lake is Jeff's cabin. All right, guys, Leech Lake in Bemidji, those of you that were asking. Daryl, South Carolina here on Lake Hartwell. That sounds beautiful. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like it would be beautiful. All right. So now all we're going to do, take our pecans and just press them in to the top. Like so. Okay? Try to choose the ones that are a little bit prettier. Some of them are going to be broken. Some of them are going to be whole. Try to choose the ones that, you know, look a little bit better. Kansas City, Kansas. Good afternoon, Carol. Jacob, hello from Boston, Massachusetts. Brenda, you're great. Take your time. Thank you. I mean, you can only go so fast. I mean, cooking literally does take time, doesn't it? So I was gonna bring up a thing. I thought maybe on Tuesdays we'll do some sort of like Tuesday thoughts or Tuesday talk or something. One of the things I wanted to discuss this morning was kale. Anybody else hates kale? You guys, I hate kale. I feel like that's wrong to say. Like, we're in a kale-loving world right now, and if you don't love kale, like, I hate the stuff. My husband loves it. I can't stand it. All right, that's all. Now these are going to go in. I have the oven on at 450. I'm going to pop them in. And they're going to take only about 14-15 minutes to cook. And when they're done, they're done. They will pop right out of there and they'll set up. And I'm going to see, maybe we'll get that long that I'll show them to you. Carolyn, you don't like kale either? I don't like kale either. And who the heck puts kale in their smoothies? Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. Sorry. Whoever does that, kudos to you, but oh, gross. Hello from McClenny, Florida. Hi, Kimberly. Jacqueline from Port Charlotte, Florida. Good morning. Lorna from Bonnie, Scotland. Oh man, Bonnie, Scotland sounds like a place that I need to go to. I love that name. Diane, you're Portuguese. You love kale soup? I love a lot of Portuguese food, but I do not like kale. I don't know why. I love spinach, and I love Brussels sprouts, and I love broccolini, and I love bok choy. But kale, I cannot. I try. You guys, I try hard, but I cannot. And I'm done trying. I'm just going to put it right out there. I don't like kale. LJ, you don't like it either? Thank goodness. Fritz, for you, kale is high in vitamin K, so you can't have any. It's also high in vitamin gross. Diana, you don't hate it, but you can live without it. You guys, I try really hard to like a lot of foods. I grew up oldest of 10. We were taught to like everything, right? And because we didn't eat really great food, we did like everything. But now that I'm older, I'm giving myself permission to not like kale. Kay, good morning, Kay from North Dakota. Love watching your video recipes. Thank you, Kay. I love that too. Brenda, we need Mahomes back. Kansas City. No, you don't. One of my people in my football fantasy, which I love football, has Mahomes on their league, and now they're starting to lose. So, I mean, I want you to have him back, and for his sake, I want him to come back, but for my sake, it's okay. Noelle, you don't like kale either? Thank goodness. Noelia, is that how that's said? Silva from Robstown, Texas. Kiri, it is high in vitamin gross. Amen, sister. Okay, so while these are baking, I'm going to show you the remodel. Those of you that have been hanging around and you want to see it, you can see it, okay? So let's go for a ride. All right, I'm going to turn you guys around. Again, ignore any mess, although my cleaner did just come yesterday. All right, guys, look. Look what we got. There's those cubbies. We have to put in trim all up in here, paint the whole thing, and I'm adding hooks and all that business. We were gonna put doors right here, and I'm still not sure about the doors. We might use baskets instead. And then it runs down all the way along the bottom, and then that's gonna have a bench seat all along there. And my stencils just came in for this wall. It's so hard for you guys to see this wall because of the light glare, but the stencil just came in for all of that. So that's where we are. We have to add all this trim all along. We're trimming out the whole top along that side, trimming up the edge, and obviously we got to trim up all that. Then this door right here, we are adding trim to make that door look like it's a fancy door. Obviously it needs a doorknob, but we're getting somewhere. And there's that floor, guys, and look at the floor goes all the way into the kitchen. Love it. Anyways, so Thursday of next week is the actual reveal, and I'm kind of excited because I want to reveal it to, hang on, I gotta put you guys back. I'm not very good at that. There we go. I want to reveal it to myself more than anything, and in the painting and the stencil, guys, I don't like painting, I don't like stenciling. It's a lot of work, but it will look amazing when it's finished, so I'm super excited about that. I'm gonna sit here, and I totally understand those of you that want to bail because it's boring to listen to me talk, but for some of you that want to see what these look like when they come out of the oven, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna chat with you. Bail if you want to bail. I'm not offended, because who would want to sit and listen, right? Okay, so we talked about kale. I want to mention one other thing. Leggings. Okay, I own 5 pairs of leggings because I love leggings, but I love leggings in my house and maybe on a Saturday. I have debated about wearing leggings out and about. Now, if I were maybe really, really skinny, which, okay, some people are going to say I'm really skinny, but not really, really skinny, but maybe if I were really, really skinny, or 30 years ago, I would wear leggings and a sweatshirt out in public. Nowadays, no. I just, my brain, maybe it's because of when I was raised, the time I was raised, my brain does not see leggings as pants that belong in public. Does anyone else? I don't know. I'm gonna get hate mail for this. I am over 40. I should not be wearing leggings in public. But then at the same time, guys, that means that the only options are going to be jeans and trousers. First of all, who uses the word trousers? But that's not comfy. So, like, yoga pants, but I don't do yoga in public, so why would I wear yoga? I just would love to know what you guys wear if you are over 40 that's comfy, but not leggings. All right. Grandma, looks super. Good job being done. I know, thank goodness. Tracy, St. Clairsville, like the floor. Isn't the floor beautiful? We are so happy with the floor. I have a little bit more to do with it, but we're pleased with that. Prince, you don't mind listening to me talk? Brave on you. Recipe, please. Cheryl, the recipe. Pie crust, pumpkin pie filling, pecan halves. But I will put the recipe link to and instructions in this post when I'm done. Brenda, love leggings and wear them everywhere and you're 60. Okay. I maybe need to get over it. I mean, it could just be a me thing. Like, again, I was raised oldest of 10, super conservative. We were supposed to wear dresses all the time. So I kind of wonder whether or not leggings is just a thing. A me thing. Could be. Maybe I should just bulk up. And I'm little, so I can totally get away with it. I don't know. Diana, you're 40, you wear them all the time. Do it. Leggings. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna get on this train. Next week, all week, I'm gonna wear leggings. Oh, I am so gonna do it. You guys, I'm gonna wear leggings next week, and then you can tell me if you think it's weird as heck. If you promise to wear leggings too. Paula, recipe please. Recipe. Pie crust, pumpkin pie filling, pecan halves. That's it. But I will put a link with more instructions so that it doesn't feel so scary. Right after I'm done with this, I'll put it in the post. Brenda, your daughters would tell me if I look crazy. Would they? Mine? I think she would too. She probably would. Yeah, I mean, she's 21. I have a 21 and a 16-year-old. I think it's me. It's just me, isn't it? Brenda, your kids made you quit New Balance shoes. Are New Balance shoes not cool? Prince, you wear it with a long sweater or a blouse. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind that as long as it covers my butt. But, Carol, you wear them and you're 68 and you love them? Okay. If you're 68 and you can wear them, I'm 41, I can totally wear them. Right? Kelly, you're big but only wear leggings with a tunic. My brain sees them as tights. We had to wear leggings underneath our dresses, so I kind of, maybe my brain just sees them as tights. That could just be a me thing. It's a me thing. Brenda, you wear leggings and you're 45 and 175 pounds. Alright guys, I'm going to be brave, I'm going to do this thing. We're going to have a legging, I'm going to pick a day. Tuesdays are going to, nope, tomorrow's Wednesday. Wednesdays are going to be new legging day. Tomorrow is going to be the legging day. I'm going to get on this legging train. Brenda, you would look great. Thank you. I don't know. It's in my head. Isn't that weird how many things we have in our head? Okay, so now that we discussed kale and leggings, I have a list of things to discuss with you guys. Frou-frou drinks. If you haven't been around, then you guys know that I like hard liquor. Like, no. It sounded like, that sounded bad. That sounded like I'm an alcoholic. No, I mean like, I like bourbon and whiskey and those kind of cocktail or alcohol, not vodka and gin and rum. And I went to a cocktail bar the other day and it had all frou-frou drinks. I mean, we're talking like huge amounts of sugar in them. And I'm anti-frou-frou drinks. Like, I'm anti-pina coladas. And, I mean, if you're gonna get that much sugar, eat a donut. I'd rather have a donut. Diana, you wear spandex workout pants all the time. Oh, I have seen spandex has a pair of faux leather leggings that I actually have looked at a couple times and wished I had the guts to wear. I'm just gonna have to go buy a pair. Just suck it up and do it. Kelly, you mostly wear jeans and dress my jeans up. Yeah, I wear almost all jeans. But let's be real, they're not always the most comfortable. So I get the legging thing. So I get it. You guys did not see me just do that. We got about 10 minutes, not even 5 minutes probably. Okay, so frou-frou drinks. Along with the frou-frou drinks is the new hard seltzers that are all over the place. Nope, I'm not about that. I have tried them many times, cannot get my brain to like a hard seltzer or a Smirnoff or any of those kinds of things. Just give me a LaCroix. I mean, if you're gonna drink alcohol, make it taste like alcohol or just skip it altogether. Like, I don't know. This is me. I'm telling you, I'm gonna call this Tuesday Thoughts. Every Tuesday we're gonna start having these conversations. Leggings are lounging at home to me. Me too. Okay, so I'm not completely crazy. It feels, maybe that's what it is my brain, it feels it as the trigger for, all right, you're home now, relax. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Oh, okay. Diana, you mostly drink wine. Yeah, I drink wine too, but I think, okay, so I was thinking about this earlier. I was talking to somebody about cocktails. I don't think I like I like cocktails, but I don't think it's the cocktails that I like. I think that it's the really cool cocktail bars that I love. So cocktail bars are very swanky and cool, and like they make you feel fancy. I mean, they make you feel far cooler than you are, right? And I think it's the cocktail bars that I like more than the actual cocktails. Also, coffee shops. I adore coffee shops. I like coffee, but I don't need to drink 3 cups of coffee a day unless I were to go to a coffee shop. Then I would. Just my thoughts. Brenda, you want to try Crown Caramel? I know, I just saw that come out. It looked amazing. Prince, you can only drink water. At least water is good for you. It's probably a good thing. Anila, hi, good morning, good afternoon, Anila. Brenda, I hope I didn't offend you by telling you were beautiful and when you look nice in anything. Oh gosh, no, girlfriend, I appreciate that. I just, no, you did not offend me at all. I appreciate it. In my head, I didn't want to repeat it out loud so I didn't sound braggy. Does that make any sense? So if I repeat it out loud, then it sounds like I'm telling everybody else that I'm beautiful. That seems braggy, but I appreciate it. I agree 100%. We should always compliment other people because there's nothing wrong with you being beautiful and me being beautiful. There's plenty of beautiful to go around. We are almost done. Catherine, you started wearing them last year, and I think if your top is long enough to cover your bottom, they're fine. I'm over 70, much to my surprise. All right, I agree. So long tunics and sweaters. How do you feel about energy drinks? Anti. I hope that doesn't offend people. I am anti-energy drinks, people. I am vitamins, protein, water, juice, exercise, sunshine, maybe a cup of coffee, but I am all about getting as much of my vitamins and as much as my nutrition as I possibly can from my food. So I actually have an autoimmune disease. They thought I had Hashimoto's, and I have used food primarily to fix it. Not fix it, that's the wrong thing, and I don't want anyone to think I'm a doctor. I'm not a doctor, but I'm a big believer in food. Brenda, gotcha. Oh, I have to tell you about the other thing I don't like. I'm on a no-like kick. Wait, let's talk about some things I do like. Okay, things I do like. How about that? Meat. I like meat. I love bacon. Sorry. I love vegetarians, don't get me wrong. I got friends that are vegetarians. Totally cool with that. I love mushrooms. I think I've told you that before. Diana, coffee is your energy drink. Kelly, they have vitamins in the energy drinks. Yeah, I know. I have friends that swear by energy drinks. And it's probably the same thing as the legging problem I have. It's probably in my head. It's just not my thing. But there are people I know who love them, and then that's totally cool. Paige, I love this idea with the mini pumpkin pies. I usually do mini cheesecakes. Yeah, it's much less work. It is much less work. And you could totally put like a dollop of cream cheese on top if you wanted to get that whole, the whole same flavor profile. It would be good. Things that I like. I said meat. Cocktails. I said cocktails. Dancing. I think I'm a good dancer, you guys. I've learned this in the last year. I didn't realize. I went out with some friends. I think I told you guys about this. And I don't go dancing. I never did when I was young. Obviously, first time I've gone was in the last year, 2 years. So 39 years old. I'm pretty dang good at it. At least I think. I might scare everyone else, but I have fun. Oh, you guys, I love arcades. I feel like I should hide it when I say that. I'm 41 years old. I adore children's arcades, like skee ball and Dance Dance Revolution and all of those games that take all your money only to give you tickets that cost how much for one single stuffed animal. I adore them. And I think when I turn 50, I'm going to have my party at an arcade. Why not, right? Brenda, a few drinks and I can really dance. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I think I can dance them now, and I haven't had any drinks at all. So, Sherry, only wear leggings. You're 53. Do not do jeans. You're heavy, so leggings are uncomfortable. Okay, there we go. I think leggings are something I'm going to have to just embrace and try. Kelly, love your hair. I'm a redhead as well. Thank you. Yeah, it's weird. I was blonde, dark hair, no, dirty blonde. I had my second son. I say second son as if I had a first son. I had my second child, who is a son, and my hair turned red, a little bit curly. I had some weird stuff happen after him, and he's my last. Kelly, any favorite TV shows? Mrs. Maisel. How many of you guys have seen Mrs. Maisel? Adore Mrs. Maisel, and I'm waiting for more to come out. The Great British Baking Championship, if you guys don't know, those of you that have been around know I'm obsessed with that show. I watched all of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I am not ashamed to admit that. I am currently watching Travelers. Someone here recommended that to me, and I'm liking that. I tried True Detective, and I loved the first season, but I'm not particularly liking the second season. So I didn't realize they were so different from each other. I'm trying to think. I'm a huge TLC person. I love TLC. My daughter and I like watching My 700-Pound Life. So wrong. Good Doctor. Oh yeah, I actually really like the actor. I forget his name in Good Doctor, and I've seen the first season. I like that a lot. Alaskan shows. Brenda Reed. Do you mean the family all up in Alaska? They remind me of my family a little bit. Teresa, what are you baking? You missed it. We are making. They're almost done. Little pumpkin pecan pie bites with only 3 ingredients. Really easy, really fast, and really delicious. Limitless. I watched. Wait, is that the movie or is that a show? That's the one where he takes the pill? I think I saw that one. I can't remember if that's the same one. I think I've seen it though. Okay, I gotta shut my, remember how I opened that door? It's getting really cold in here, hang on. You got to go to the Culture in Homer, Alaska. What is the Culture? I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm not sure. Show. Paige, you said the Limitless is a show. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've seen it. I'm gonna have to go look and see why I remember it and don't. I can't offhand think of it. Travelers, Mrs. Maisel. What else have we watched all of? I don't remember offhand. Kill Her as a Family. Okay, that's really cool. That's an awesome thing to be able to say you did. Culture. Okay. All right, I'm gonna call this. I think. Let's see how this is turning out. Okay, can you guys see? The really cool thing about this is that normally when I make something with pecans. How do you say pecans? Pecans, you guys. I say pecans. I don't know how you say them, but normally when I make something with pecans, I will toast the pecans. This toasts them while they're cooking, so it's really awesome. So I'm gonna move it over here. Ooh, that was louder than I thought it was. So you guys can see what they look like while they cool down just a bit. Prince, they came out great. They did. Hi, Edith. Hi there. You and your husband are still playing video games like Nintendo, but Xbox. Yes. We like vodka mixes. So my children got, I gotta stand like this because otherwise I feel like you're gonna look right down my shirt. They've had the Nintendo Switch, and on the Nintendo Switch they have the old Donkey Kong, Super Mario, Atari, Tetris, that kind of stuff. And I have to like set a timer because I will waste so much time on those games. But I am terrible at any of the new video games. Only the old games I can kick butt. I'm really good. But any of those new games cannot do. Tamika, can you make this with sweet potatoes? Absolutely, that would be amazing actually. Lisa, they look yummy. Yes, they do. Kelly, I watch a lot of reality shows. Another favorite, Amanda Power Rescue. I don't know that one. I love reality shows, unfortunately. I love trash. Trash TV is my thing. Dr. Mario, yes, Brenda! I am so pleased that you know what Dr. Mario is. I drive my kids crazy because I'm always like, hey, you wanna play Dr. Mario? Hey, you wanna play Dr. Mario? Love it. I even play it by myself, I'm ashamed to say, on the Switch. I'll like do this and then I'll stash it behind me when someone comes in the house so they don't know that I was just playing video games. I was working or something important. Shh, do not tell my family that. Tracy, they look yummy. What temperature did you put them on? 450. How long was that, you guys? I think it was about 15 minutes was how long it took to cook them down. I think they could go another 3 minutes, but we're gonna call it because I want them to cool just long enough for me to take them out and show them to you. Dr. Mario is your favorite. Yeah, I like Dr. Mario. It's pretty fun. But when I go to the arcade, I play skee-ball. I play skee-ball because you get the most tickets when you play skee-ball, and I still, at 41 years old, it's all about those dang tickets, guys. And then I play those stupid gambling ones, you know, where you drop your little coin in and you see where it lands, and then depending on where it lands, it pushes it and you get tickets. Again, all about the tickets. I understand that it is taking all of my money. I still have to play that game many times. Amy, is there a trick to get them out of the pan? Actually, they will pop right out of the pan when they're cool. So I'll just take a little knife here in a little bit and they'll pop right out and they will sit in my hand. Katrina, I love watching you. I'm learning so much. Maybe not very many good things. We're talking about video games, leggings, and kale. Edith, we are in our 60s and love video games after housework is done. Okay, so I am learning that leggings and video games are cool, even though I'm older. Kale, it's okay to hate kale. I haven't yet heard too many people that love old bourbon drinks. But that's okay. We don't have to agree on everything. Tamika, can you go over the 3 ingredients? Sure. Hang on. So I went to Aldi. I would really recommend. So I got their Aldi's brand of pie crust. The red box is actually my favorite, though. Pillsbury is my favorite, but pie crust. Pumpkin pie mix, not pureed pumpkin. You want the already made pumpkin pie filling, or just make it yourself if you want to do that. And then we have pecan halves. And that's it. And then I use a little biscuit cutter to cut the pie crusts into circles, press them into the pan, put a little scoop of pumpkin pie filling, and press a pecan down into the center, and that's all. This will make, this is, what did we say this was? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 4 is 24. So this is 2 dozen. This will make about 3 dozen, but you could easily buy another package of pie crusts and get another 3 dozen probably out of it. Did you spray the pan? No, I did not spray the pan. It will pop right out of here. Let me let it cool so I don't burn my fingers. Wait, let me see if you guys can even see that. Can you see that it's just rotating right there? It'll pop right out. Kelly, ever try pretzel Rolo and pecan melted? I've heard. I have never tried. I'm not terribly fond of sweet things. And so I think that's partly why you don't see me do a lot with that kind of stuff. I really should try a little bit more, but it's just not my thing. So the combo of Rolos and butter and all that is just not my thing. And I say that, but at the same time, I love those wafer cookies. I will eat an entire package of wafer cookies if it's in the house. Do you know those cheap old $1 wafer cookies? Love them. I saw just recently, and I really want to try them for Halloween. They took the wafer cookies and they put a little white fondant on the center and then a little drop of red. And it looked like Band-Aids, and they were super cute. And I'm really tempted to try that. But, okay. So I'm just going to pop this out and show you what it looks like when it's popped out. Hopefully it's cool enough that I can hold in my hand. It's pretty hot. But that's what they look like. If you wanted to, you could put a little dollop of whipped cream on each of them. But I will just put these, I'll just take these out. You guys, we need to get nice dishes in my house. I do not have nice dishes. My kids call these the Frisbees. They look like Frisbees. I just haven't invested in dishes. I don't know why. You'd think with my industry, I would have bought fancy dishes, but I haven't. Oops, I almost broke that one. It's hot. It's hot, 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 hot. They're still pretty hot. So you need to let them cool for 5 or 10 minutes before you do this last step. And reminder, I put my filling in here without any egg or evaporated milk, like you would if you were making a proper pie filling. And you can totally do that. It will be sweeter that way if you use the egg and evaporated milk like you would in a traditional filling. And again, I'm not a fan of the sweet, so I like it this way. Hang on. And then what I will often do when this is done, I forgot a pecan on one of them. How random. Is when it's done and it's out on a pie plate like this, or out on a plate ready to be served, I'll just give it a quick sprinkle of cinnamon on top, and sometimes a little bit of powdered sugar. Carol, thanks. You have to go back and get the recipe. Yeah, it's super easy. There's not really a need for a recipe. Hello from Luck High School grad. Hi. So you're familiar with Cushing. We spent 15 years in Cushing, Wisconsin. Right over on County Road B is where we lived for a long time. We were right on the border of the Luck school system. Prince, what oven? The oven is on 450 degrees because that's what the pie crust wants it to be at. You could go a little lower if you wanted to, but you would want to go longer on your time. Doris, can you add the eggs and milk? Absolutely. You can treat this like a traditional pumpkin pie if you want to. Absolutely add the eggs and milk if you want. Like I said, it will be sweeter. In reality, it probably, if you were going to serve this for guests, or if you were going to serve this at like a function, if you were to use the egg and condensed milk, I forgot a pecan, it would be a lot more like a traditional pie. So here's our little pan of them. Therese, did you use mini muffin papers? I did not. You don't need them with the pie crust. They will pop right out of there. Nikita, hello from Ireland. I love your videos. Good morning, good afternoon, Nikita. All right, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of cinnamon and then just give this a quick little dusting of cinnamon and a little bit of dusting of powdered sugar. Again, if you wanted to, you could totally use a little bit of whipped cream on top of these. But there we go. That's the end of that. I have to go pick out ingredients now. Guys, I'm sorry you can't have one of these. They're very good. Can you make a gluten-free version? You would need gluten-free pie crust, which you can find, but as long as you had gluten-free pie crust, or you wanted to make your own kind of pie crust with maybe some sort of a gluten-free cookie or something like that, you could do that. Again, if you wanted to use a traditional pie filling where it had the milk and the evaporated milk, these would be a little bit sweeter, but I like to have them like this. They're a little bit more like a savory almost. Sugar and cinnamon, absolutely. I'd put a little bit of powdered sugar and cinnamon on these, but you certainly don't have to. I would recommend you try making them. Well, what you could just do is taste the pumpkin pie mix that you're gonna put in. Just taste it before you add it to anything. See if you think it's sweet enough, if you like it. If you don't think it's sweet enough, add a little sugar. Go ahead and do that before you put them in. That's all you have to do is try it first and see what you think. All right, guys. I'm supposed to be at this thing in 15 minutes. So I gotta get my button gear. I will see you guys tomorrow. And I'm gonna be wearing leggings tomorrow. If you show up, wear leggings. Let's have a legging party tomorrow. Okay? All right. Bye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.